Hi all, welcome to Andrea M. D'Souza's kitchen. Today I'm going to prepare for you a soup which is perfect in taste and texture. And the best part is that it requires minimal ingredients. And not only the adults in your family, but also the little children will enjoy it. And trust me, they will definitely ask you for more servings. You guessed it right. It is the yellow pumpkin or the bhopla soup. So make sure you try it out at home because it is very simple and you can prepare it very quickly. And although there might be some people who say that they don't like the taste of pumpkin or bhopla, let them try this soup just once and they will never say that they do not like this vegetable again. And before I go on with the recipe, just a few usual reminders. Remember to like this video and to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Andrea M. D'Souza's Kitchen. I also have two other YouTube channels that you might enjoy watching. That is Sleep Stories with Andrea M. D'Souza and Andrea M. D'Souza, the English teacher. So do visit those channels, watch those videos and share them with your family and friends. Here's my recipe. I'll begin by taking around 1 kg of bhopla, kaddu or yellow pumpkin. This is the sweet pumpkin. I will also remove the seeds and I will dry them for later because we know how nutritious and healthy pumpkin seeds are. I have now washed my pumpkin well and peeled it, separated the seeds, and I'm going to cut it into 1-inch cubes. This has to boil in water, so make sure that the cubes are not too large or small. I'll also take 2 medium-sized onions which I'm going to cube and add it to my pumpkin. Even if your onion is slightly large, it will do. And around 5 to 6 cloves of garlic. Onions and garlic is what adds flavor to this soup because we won't be adding too many other ingredients. I will also add 2 cubes of stock. Now in case you have meat stock or vegetable stock in the house, you can use that. But since I did not have freshly made stock, I added these 2 cubes and I'm going to add 1 liter of water. You can also add a little bit more of water if required, but don't add too much because you can add it later if you think your soup is too thick. Now I'll add some salt to taste. Be careful while adding the salt because you've already added the soup stock and it should not get too salty. So now here it is, I've brought it to a boil. Let it boil for around 15 to 20 minutes. The flame should not be too high nor too slow. Let it be around medium to high flame. Now we should boil it so that these pumpkins cook well. And once it cooks well, switch off the flame and let it settle down for around 2 or 3 minutes. It needs to cool down a bit because if you put it in a mixer directly, it will become very difficult for you to clean because the hot liquid will fly all around. Now
you can see how beautiful
this
hand
soup
blender
looks right now and I
you
have
do
blended
not
it well.
any other thing to make it thick like corn flour or rice flour. Pumpkin by itself gives it a lovely texture. Can you see how nice and thick it has become? I'm going to put it back on the flame and let it come to a boil. And after it comes to a boil, put some freshly ground pepper powder and mix it well. I have put around half a teaspoon of pepper powder. You can put it according to your taste. Also check if it requires salt. I don't think it would. So here it is boiling well. It's become nice and thick. So now our soup is nearly done. So I'm going to switch off the flame. And then I'm going to add around half a cup of hot milk. Even if you want to add cream, you can add it. But I prefer milk because cream sometimes becomes a little too rich. Make sure that you don't pour the milk and boil it again because then our soup will curdle. So once you have switched off the flame, that's when you add your milk. I've also added a teaspoon of butter. Again, this is optional in case some of you are looking out for your weight, etc. But do add some butter because butter gives it again a lovely richness. There you go, our butter has been melted. And now I'm going to sprinkle some parsley. This is my homegrown parsley in my kitchen garden. I'm going to pour out the soup into a soup bowl. This soup bowl again has been in my family for generations, more than 100 years, I think, belonging to my great grandparents. So there I'm pouring the soup again. Can you see how beautiful it looks? And once I've poured the soup, I'm just going to garnish it with a bit of parsley. If you'd like, you can put some cream for garnish. You can also put some butter, but I prefer it simple, so I'm going to leave it plain. The fragrance of this parsley is amazing. It is rightly said that what is grown in your kitchen garden is so much better than what you can purchase in the market. And lastly, I'm going to serve it with some hot buttered toast. You need this toast, especially with butter, to dunk it into your soup and eat. It tastes so much more better with this accompaniment. So do try it out and send me your feedback about how much you and your family enjoyed the soup. I'm looking forward to hearing from you through your SMSs, your phone calls, your messages, and also through the pictures that you send me. So do send it right away and try it tomorrow itself. And don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to also visit my other YouTube channels. Have a great day ahead.